Hey everyone, it's Ronald's Running Opinions here. So tonight I got the new MacBook Pro, the 13-inch one. Yes, this thing doesn't have a touch bar or touch ID, but I do have it. So I will have a review for you soon. Alright. Hey guys, so I'm back. I am actually in Turtle Bay. Gotta do a job and break down a stage. That's what I actually do. But anyways, I'm back with the adapter that I actually recommend for you. Here's a simple one that's like $9 at the Apple Store. So this is the USB-C to USB-A adapter. So very handy with the old ports because most of us still use the old ports. So this is a simple one. So yeah, this is one of them. It's $9 right now, so can't go wrong. So this is it for you. You can plug in hard drives, cameras, SD card adapters, all kinds of stuff with this. So this works. All right, so there you go. Let me go ahead and turn this off, and I'll open the lid back up, and I'll show you how fast this thing boots up. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how fast this thing boots up. So this is something real cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and yeah, you see right here? Yeah, it just booted up. Yeah, I'm in Turtle Bay. It's dark out here, so while I'm waiting around to do the stage breakdown, waiting for the guys to show up, well, since I'm waiting around, so I had time to make a video, so I'll go ahead and do this right now. So let me enter my credentials and I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. So now I'm in the machine, and there you go. All right. I can't show you everything because it's really dark, but look at the screen though. You have to see it in person though. This screen is really bright. I like this screen. It's really good for like stuff like video editing, and it's really color accurate and stuff like that. So it's really good for color correcting work. On the sides here, and right over here, you can see my finger. Those are speaker grills to listen to music. It sounds pretty good. I'm gonna go on SoundCloud and get into my profile, and I can probably listen to some music. All right, be right back. Actually, folks, before I go and do SoundCloud, I'm gonna talk about this keyboard because it's kind of something that I wanted to address. I did say this in a previous video that the keyboard was shallow and stuff. Yes, it is, but one thing about the keyboard, because now I have it, since it's shallow like that, you won't have to worry about your keyboards falling apart because it's kind of flush in the body of the MacBook, so, or in the computer in general. I mean, it's a lot better than the MacBook's keyboard, the 12-inch MacBook, which I don't think anybody should be buying. But anyways, that's it. By the way, this is the MacBook Pro without touch bar or touch ID, so that's pretty much it. Can't see everything because I'm out here on the North Shore of Oahu, so this trackpad though is real big and stuff. So anyways, one downside to this computer is all the dongles you have to use and all that stuff, but I use dongles anyways because on the other computers I do use dongles anyways, so it didn't really matter to me, but it's a big deal to some people. But I mean, I know how to work around it, and I like to use the newest tech anyways, so this is the newest thing around with USB-C. So that's pretty much it. Alright, so I'm gonna finally go on SoundCloud. I'll be right back, and I get to show you the speaker quality. Hopefully I don't get a copyright. Alright folks, so I'm back. You gotta hear the sound quality on this 13-inch MacBook, so MacBook Pro. So let's go ahead and play one of them. It's loading. We don't need it. playing this song called Best Friend by White Katana. Okay, I don't want to get a copyright, so I had to stop the music, but there's some bass popping and all that stuff. Not as good as the Lenovo's, my Lenovo's Y700 computer, which I might sell if I keep this computer. So, it's not as good as that in terms of the speaker quality, but it's decent. So, there you go. Alright. You gotta see the performance on Final Cut Pro to believe it. I was at the Apple Store with this thing, and I was able to write a 4K video on Final Cut Pro, a 6GB 4K video on this in like 45 seconds. It was pretty crazy. It's crazy fast. You gotta see it to believe it. Go check it out at the Apple Store, folks, if you want to see the computer. Alright. Alright, so yep. I will finish up the review a little later, so I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I'm back. I am in Final Cut Pro editing the video that I made yesterday, and I'm still making a little bit more because I wanted to go in depth and all that stuff with this MacBook. So anyways, here's something that's cool about this. Here's the smartphone battery right here. And I connected it to the USB-C to A cable. So I'm gonna turn it on. So it's on PNY. It's on, right? We can't see it, so it's at 45%. We turn it on. So I'm gonna show you something really, really cool right now. So we're gonna plug it into the MacBook. Oops, my bad. Keep moving around, but all right, we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna plug it in. All right. You heard it. It just charged. Yeah. So this thing is charging this thing. It's pretty crazy though that it's actually able to do that. So you might not even have to bring your adapter, the adapter that came with your MacBook when you're on the go, but I think you should do that anyways because you never know. I wouldn't depend on this thing to power up this thing too often, so yeah. But it's cool though that you're able to do that with the portable battery pack, but it actually worked and it actually charged up. It's charging up the MacBook right now. So that's one cool feature about it. So I wanted to point that out. So, alright. So anyways, I can't wait to finally get this thing and actually edit all my videos on Final Cut Pro, because to be honest with you, these computers work best if you're using like Apple software. Anything that's not Apple software on like these MacBooks, I don't care which one you got, even if you got the one with the graphics cards, the 15-inch ones, I don't care which one you got, because if you were running Premiere Pro on on those things, you would have needed a NVIDIA graphics card anyways, and that's not a video editing software that encodes videos very quickly and all that. But it's a good software though. I also have DaVinci Resolve on here. That was free from the Mac App Store, and definitely I'll run it if I need to use it. But I definitely will be using Final Cut Pro as much as I can for the next month or so until I have to finally buy the new one when I have the chance to do it. All right. Okay, folks. So in conclusion, overall, the new 13-inch MacBook Pro that I have doesn't have the Touch Bar or Touch ID again, but overall, not a bad computer. I thought it was gonna be underperforming or all that stuff, but it's it's you know it's better than what I thought it would be. Especially that when I saw the thing encoding videos on Final Cut Pro really quickly and stuff like that. Well, it's not that bad of a computer. Yes, this thing is $1,500, and yes, it was not, a cheap thing to get. But I really can't wait to start really doing stuff with this because I can. Hey, by the way, there's only two Thunderbolt ports on the 13-inch MacBook Pro. That's without all the touch features and stuff like that. But sometimes, I work best when I don't have a lot of things to work with. So, and it makes me be more resourceful and think critically and all that stuff. Sometimes, you work the best, when you don't have a lot to work with. So it makes you like think and, all that stuff. So, it is what it is. But anyways, I mean, Macs are not for everybody, but I mean, I've used Macs, PCs, and Linux operating systems in terms of computers and all that stuff. So I can't say which one's the best or whatever. I mean, one thing about the Mac, it's good for stuff like video editing and things like that. Basically, any kind of graphics work, that's what they're good for because they designed the system to be that way. Well, anyways, it is my conclusion of it. Yes, if you don't have a $2,000 to spend on a new MacBook Pro, they are $2,000 by the way. And the new 15-inch is what, $2,500. That's after taxes and stuff like that. So, yes, the $1,500 13-inch MacBook Pro is not a bad machine. So, I mean, it's something I could recommend. Just be resourceful and be creative with your ports because you only have two of them to use. So, just make sure you know what you're doing with the ports and you know how to use it and all that stuff. As long as you know what you're doing and stuff like that, you should be okay. All right, folks. I will see you in the next episode. Talk to you later. Peace.